Hello friends, I hope you are doing your absolute best on this fine January 1st of 2019. Happy New Year to everyone. My name's Kait, Caitlin, Kate's Face, I don't know, however you found me here, whatever you want to call me. If you're from my makeup page, hello, it's been a while, welcome to my new channel. It's not Kate's Face, it's just Kait Montalvan, just so it's like a little bit more open-ended because I'll probably be posting beyond makeup here. And if you're just stumbling across this video by fate, hello, I do makeup. I'll link it down below. Yeah, today I felt compelled, well, I've felt compelled for a while to make this video, but I wanted to talk about some of the things I learned in 2018, my goals for 2019, and why I'm going to be buying nothing, with some exclusions and exceptions, in 2019. So, it's been about a month, like close to a month, I think 3 days shy of a month, since I took a break from my Instagram, Twitter, and then it's been a while since I deleted my YouTube impulsively, which I kind of regret, but it's fine. Moving on to the future. I've learned some things. So initially I took like a social media hiatus. I've done this a couple times throughout the year just because of school, but this one I took like pretty seriously. I like literally deactivated my stuff. I wouldn't even look at it. If you've been following me, I just finished up my first quarter at UCLA, which I just transferred there this year. It was super awesome, amazing, learned a lot, had a really cool class, which I'll probably touch on as this video progresses. I initially wanted to focus on finals, but then it kind of made me reflect and take a look at my own habits and like some of the unhealthy habits that I've developed over the past few years being on social media and just like as a consumer as well. And when I say consumer, I mean like a purchaser in the society, specifically pertaining to the beauty community, because that's where I generally would like spend my money on beauty stuff because it's what I like to do. I guess first for the bad habits, like emotional bad habits, I guess I'll call them that. For one, spent way too much time on social media and none of it was really productive in like furthering my goals or like spreading the creativity through my makeup. Like I wasn't really posting much. I was kind of just aimlessly scrolling for no reason. I looked at my screen time and I think at like one point, one of the days, it was like 8 hours. I'm like, what the hell? When did I find the time? Because obviously like I'm studying my butt off and I'm making, well, I didn't think of it as an excuse at the time, but I felt like I had no time to do makeup and stuff, which is why I kept taking like breaks. I don't know, I just realized I was spending way too much time on social media and it wasn't good in that amount for my mental health. Which leads us to negativity and self-deprecation. Fun topic. Okay, so I really like Twitter. If I was gonna pick my poison in terms of social media, it would definitely be Twitter. I can spend hours on it because I like funny memes, I like jokes. But I felt like on Twitter, self-deprecation is kind of normalized, which I understand it's some people's coping mechanism. But for me, I just realized it was very unhealthy and I was putting myself down for absolutely no reason. And I'm a very anxious person. So I don't know, it kind of just like created some anxiety and like I was just constantly shitting on myself all the time for no reason. What was the point of that? That's something I realized that I needed to stop doing. I'm not going to blame Twitter for it essentially, but like I would say spending so much time on there and like seeing that kind of commentary definitely like made it like a whatever thing for me, I guess. And also, I mean, I guess this isn't a bad habit, but like in my time off of social media, I was able to rediscover some of my old interests from when I was younger. So I took like I took one dance class. I wanted to get back into dancing. I got back into working out, which I'd always say I didn't have time for, but obviously when you stop spending like 5 to 8 hours a day on social media, you're gonna find more time and find ways to fill your time. So I was able to work out again and I realized, or I rediscovered how good it made me feel. I also am getting back into art. I'll show you my pair, I'm very proud of it. So I've had my Prismacolors in my closet for like 2 years and I never got around to really using them. I used to do art classes when I was younger, but I don't know, it kind of just took a back burner. And I just didn't think I was talented enough, but I mean, we're gonna try that out. And I really got back into reading too. So I don't know, there was just a lot of positives coming out from me completely cutting out social media. On to my no buy year, which I guess is going to be the main focus of this video. So on to, I guess, my role as a consumer in the beauty community. So obviously, I mean, if you're heavily involved in the beauty community, you know that there are releases literally, if you're ColourPop, every single day, but just pretty consistently. And as a micro-influencer, which I don't know, I don't take that title too seriously, but I guess like me posting on my social media with my little 5K would, I don't know, I guess the easiest term to describe it is a micro-influencer, since I was trying to grow my social media. I just felt like I was always in pursuit of more, and not only just more products, also more followers, which I mean, that's completely fine. Obviously you want people to see your work and you want everyone to see this amazing thing you just did, you know, and you want good feedback. I mean, it's human nature. There's nothing wrong with that. Everything is good in moderation, and I feel like the whole followers and the pursuit of more product was kind of going above my real why as to why I started posting on social media, like in terms of makeup. So initially I started posting my makeup on social media because I wanted to share my looks with the internet world, I guess. And the beauty community online circa 2016, I think, was when I started taking it seriously. It was super fun. I wasn't the greatest at the beginning, and I think my novice kind of made things a little bit more relaxed and enjoyable, because I knew I wasn't good, so whatever. I mean, I can only go up from here, you know? It was kind of that mentality. But once, I guess you could say, it was good, focus shifted into like, okay, I need to get reposted by brands, I need to keep up with all the latest releases, I mean, I need to keep growing my following. Like I said, not a bad thing in moderation, but when it took precedence over my initial why of wanting to just spread creativity and share my looks, I reflected and became aware that that was a problem. I'll touch on the whole consumerism and pursuit of more products thing first. So I took a class at UCLA called Rhetoric of Popular Culture, and it touched on consumerism, and it kind of made me realize that I was spending recklessly and I was just buying new products, I guess for some kind of instant gratification, I guess is the best way to put it. And I would just keep buying more products, and I wasn't really doing makeup in the first place because I had no time, but really I was just wasting my time, like aimlessly scrolling when I wasn't studying. And I just realized like everything I'm buying is just sitting there, not being used. It's not nurturing my creativity. It's literally just sitting there collecting dust because, one, realistically, I can't go through freaking 12 bottles of foundation. And I mean, I can only use so many eyeshadow palettes at one time. Like, obviously, I'm gonna have favorites and I'm gonna gravitate towards those, and other ones are just gonna be left on the back burner. And it came to a point where I felt like I was forcing myself to do makeup too, to stay relevant and like, you know, show off my look with the newest palette from brand ABC, I don't know, whatever. And it just wasn't fun at that point. And like, I was literally feeling anxious because I'm like, okay, I can't really keep up with all these product releases. Like, if you're heavily invested in the beauty community, you know that there are releases constantly. I feel like instead of me really cherishing what I had, I kind of was just like, okay, throw it into the pile, what's the next thing, I guess. I always just wanted something new, and there wasn't really any good reason for it because obviously when I bought it, I forgot about it 2 seconds later, you know, and it just sat in my collection collecting dust. Brings me to why I'm doing a no-buy year in 2019. I cannot take credit for this idea. It was actually, I have her name written down, Hannah Louise Poston, who I first saw post about it. And all throughout 2018, she basically only bought the essentials and only bought as she needed. So say if like, you know, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something. Her last pair of shoes ripped, then she would allow herself to get a new pair of shoes. This wasn't reckless buying or reckless consumerism. So I felt like that would be something interesting for me to take on. One, because I'm a college student. Buying less recklessly would only benefit me. Two, I want to save for after college. Three, I really want to enjoy the makeup that I do have and rediscover some of the things I've probably forgotten about, because God knows, like, my collection is unreasonably large for one person. And I just wanted to reinvigorate my passion for makeup as well, because I wasn't really challenging myself creatively. I kind of was just always buying products, and that's kind of how I would stay involved, I guess. Sorry if this video is very rambly. I have a lot of thoughts that I'm trying to get out. I just kind of want to be a positive influence too. I really just want to encourage others to reflect, I guess, on their spending habits and like their reasons for buying certain products. Buying things can be great, but like I've said a bazillion times throughout this video, it's best to do it in moderation. So yeah, I just wanted to be a more conscious consumer and more mindful of what I purchase and just more mindful overall. Obviously, I can't just not buy anything. You know, I need food to survive and things of that nature. So here are my exceptions for my no-buy year. Food is allowed. Buying gifts for others is also allowed. Purchasing experiences are allowed. So I want to go to Coachella, so I'm going to allow myself to go to Coachella because that's like an experience with my friends. And I'm only going to replace essentials when all other similar items have run out. So for example, foundation, I think I have like 7 to 10 bottles right now. I think I'm good for the year. So if somehow I go through all 7 bottles of foundation, which I highly doubt, but if I did, I'd be allowed to buy 1 new foundation because it's an essential for my hobby, which is makeup. So there's another exception. So I really like to read, and I've taken up my reading hobby again. I think right now I have like 5 to 6 unread books, and once those are done, I am gonna allow myself to go out and buy a book or get one from the library. So another exception. So I'm most likely gonna move off campus come next school year. So I'm obviously gonna need to buy a bed and things of that sort, but I'm only gonna stick to the essentials. So I think that pretty much covers my whole no-buy year thing. Yeah. And I really just wanted to make this video talking about it because when I want to hold myself accountable, and I thought it would be kind of cool to document it throughout the year like Hannah did, which I will definitely link her video, her initial no-buy year 2018 video down below. It's really cool, and if you feel like you could benefit from this, I mean, you could try it out. You don't have to do a year, but maybe like a month or something. So now that I've rambled about that, I'm going to talk about my 2019 goals, and this is more so just for me, but I mean, if you would like to continue watching, feel free. I've been looking down also because I have all my stuff written here. So my first goal that I have written here is to give more and forgive more. I'm doing a no-buy. I really want to donate at least like $5 at the very minimum to a cause or a charity or whatever that's weighing on my heart in that particular month, and I would like to do that once a month, every month. In terms of forgiveness, it's not just others, because I'm pretty forgiving of others for the most part. I mean, we all have our grudges sometimes, but also it's more focused on forgiving myself. I'm very hard on myself. If you know me in person, you would know that. And I tend to resent things I've done in the past way longer than what is healthy, because, you know, it's okay to be upset with yourself, but once it like interferes with you functioning as a human being beyond like a couple of days, then I think that's a problem. So that's definitely something that I've realized. So I'm definitely going to be more forgiving to myself this year, and I'm very much the perfectionist, but mess-ups are inevitable, and I just need to be kinder to myself in that sense. I previously mentioned this, but I would like to read 1 book every 1 to 2 weeks, depending on the length of the book. It might take me longer, and also depending on my school workload, I might not have as much time. I want to get back into art, so that's just like a little goal I have. So like, I really enjoy color pencil, and I also have some brush pens from the summer, which I never really seriously got around to using, so I'm going to be doing that this year. And I'll probably post about those things like on my personal, so I guess I'll link my personal down below too if you're interested. And then this also goes with forgiving yourself, but like being kinder to myself, because as I mentioned previously, self-deprecation has been a bad habit of mine, and I really want to cut down on that significantly. Like, I don't want that to be my only humor. So, I mean, if the only jokes I have are being mean to myself, then am I even that funny? I mean, I am funny. Like, those aren't funny. I've been off and on with my meditation. I try to do it every day, but sometimes I'll go weeks at a time and I'll notice, like, it definitely has a negative effect on me when I don't meditate. So yeah, I want to meditate every day. Take care of myself, which is like eating well, working out more often. This also goes with my whole social media realization. I want to be more present and attentive with the ones I love and just people in general. Yeah, so I've been really good about not using my phone at dinner, which obviously seems kind of like a duh thing to most people, but it was a bad habit of mine that I had, so I really want to be more present and attentive in all aspects. Like, if I'm hanging out with friends, I shouldn't be on social media looking at random people. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's a big goal of mine, and I've kind of already started doing that, but I just want to continue that good habit. And then, so back to social media. Obviously, not being on social media was a much needed break, but I do miss posting my makeup looks and just like keeping up with old friends that I don't have easy access to. So I will be back on social media for 2019, but I'm gonna limit it to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour each day, and like kind of have a scheduled set of time just so it doesn't get out of hand, because obviously, I've been saying obviously so much, I'm sorry. Because you know how it is on YouTube. You find one video and then you click on to the next video and then 4 hours have passed. So limiting it to a scheduled slot in my day for a scheduled amount of time, I feel like will be really helpful for me personally. So that pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk about today. I thank you for sticking through this video because I know it was pretty rambly, but I had a lot on my mind and I felt like I really wanted to put it out there and document it for myself and hopefully, I don't know, spark some ideas in others. So yeah, if you'd like to keep up with my makeup journey, know about your journey, and overall improving myself journey, feel free to subscribe. If you have any thoughts that you want to discuss in the comments, feel free to leave one of those down there. And I think that's pretty much it. Whether or not you stick around this year, I hope you have an amazing, blessed 2019. Remember to be kind to others and don't forget to be kind to yourself. I'll see you guys in my next video.